What's up, world? Let everybody come up in here, man, get a little bit of this information gems. I ain't gonna be on too long. I ain't gonna be on too long. Y'all get up in here. For all those that don't know, this is Slugger underscore, the real Slugger. I looked on YouTube and I don't know, shoot. If y'all thinking them other individuals' named Slugger or what's that video with Jeezy and T.I. when they say Slugger, you know what I'm talking about? Uh, I got a little name though, you know what I'm saying? So that's my old life. So I'm gonna capitalize and wake these youngsters up with this new transition I've been doing for the last, you know, 20 something years. Y'all get up on in here though. Let a few minutes go by before I start talking. I ain't trying to bore y'all. I'm just trying to drop some gems. That's it. Normally I go StreamYard, but you know, I'm gonna get a little bit of garage talk with y'all, heart to heart talk with y'all. Y'all see the title? A lot of people losing their lives not thinking about their future. That's a big topic. Y'all grab clips. I'm gonna try to keep it copacetic. You know what I'm saying? Cool type of environment, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get up in here, and if y'all gonna chime in a little late, cause I said I wasn't gonna be on too long, but I'm gonna be on. Uh, you know what? To be honest with y'all, a lot of people don't have it, but then those who do can get deterred by people that don't have no plans in their life, don't have no future. They dream a lot. There ain't nothing wrong with dreaming. Shit, I dream. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, how you gonna get them dreams in motion? You know, a lot of people have an idea how you should live your life, and you just, like I tell my kids, my children, my young adults, is um, pay attention to how they live in their life. What have they accomplished? What what makes them so much scholars? But since we got this YouTube thing going on, a lot of people is is playing that game of illusion. Uh, they really ain't got no money. They really ain't making nothing shake, and they still trying to find themselves. But don't let you and your young mind be deterred from what you see, what you actually see. See, a lot of people got he say, she say stuff going on, you know, but it's all about the character. You would like to hang with that crowd, huh? You know the crowd. To get all that attention when they walk in the club. And, crowd, everybody knows of being bad actors, right? You know, one day it's gonna come a time where the bad actors gonna have to live up to their reputation. And don't let your focus on what you got going on, what you choose to be in your life, fall off balance trying to keep up with the Joneses, right? Cause I'm gonna tell y'all youngsters and the old fools too. Y'all know, ain't nothing new up under the sun. Everything that these youngsters are doing, other than this technology stuff right here, it's already been done. It's already been done. But then you gotta ask yourself why, in the simple fact of, I hope my voice is up, but in the simple fact of understanding your value of life is not to follow, but you at a young age, you know, it's just you pay attention to what the adults do. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you construct your life to try to imitate, emulate, however you want to say it. That person is really making moves and has really changed. And I'm a living testimony. Let me back it up a little bit because I want to show you your value. Your first value should be, I always talk about, man, you made it out that tunnel. You had a lot of competition then, so you here, right? Now, for real. And I know at the end of the day, it's drama all over the internet. You know, who shot John bull crap? You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to cloud chase and not thinking. Take a second to think about the next move you make. Would it be your last one? Or would it be your best move you ever made? But it's only about a positive note. See, our culture got a bad thing, and I'm going to say our culture because I'm part of it. Our community has a bad thing of trying to impress. That's why they wear that, you know, young women. Let's start with them. They wear the weave. They wear the long eyelashes. You wasn't born like that. God made you perfect, huh? So set aside everything that you actually see in Hollywood and know how important you actually are before all that makeup. I'm going to let you think about that for a minute. But you got to believe in yourself. Ain't nobody else going to believe in you. A lot of people just hype you up. They'll hype you up. Girl, you got it going on, boy. Girl, I see you shaking in the club. They still don't respect you. Because people ain't going to respect somebody who don't respect themselves. No matter how much money you got, it's your character. I think a lot of people just lost their character. Trying to impress this world that don't give a damn about you. You see what I'm saying? You got to give a damn about yourself because anybody else care. You know what I'm saying? You can't feel like the world owes you anything. That's the thing, too, I want to chop on. When I was growing up, I had a mindset of, I didn't ask to be here. Y'all owe me. No. You have a reason that you're here. Just find your purpose. And I'm sorry I ain't got that glamorous, studio editing. This is raw and uncut, man. Y'all hit that like button when y'all come up in here. We can have a dialogue. If y'all have any questions that is respectful, y'all can holler at me. I ain't the smartest person in this world, but I'm smart. When I'm talking to like-minded individuals, oh man, we can chop it up. But let's get to the guys. I spoke about the girl not finding themselves, you know what I'm saying, going out in society, hoping that you get recognition for what? Society don't give a goddamn about you. Do you give a damn about yourself? Before you leave that house, you should care about how you represent your mama, your daddy, your family, or you just a thought. See, that's a whole different thing right there. It's either you can be about something or you get mistreated out of society. Don't stay in the illusion that people gonna respect you if you got gold on your neck or the crabs you kick it with, or gold in your mouth, you know what I'm saying? Or a nice jazzy hairstyle. That's irrelevant to the fact. How many people are pretending? So many people is pretending. What we gonna call real? Oh. Real is the same thing that we see with a lot of these RICO cases, huh? Real is people can come in our culture, disrespect us, and y'all pay them to do so. Is that real? No, I don't want that. If that's the definition of 2023 real, I'm a pass. Because me personally, who am I? I'm a guy you should know. I'm a guy that's going to understand. I know I ain't right all the time. But who in the world is right all the time? But I know things. And the things are from the females not dressing appropriate. That what makes you lose respect. You thinking what the folks said, show your femininity, femininity. I don't know how to say that group of stuff. And I've been on that job. What's up, Chuck D? Appreciate you sliding in. Everybody else is slid in. Just drop a comment if you understand what I'm saying when I say what I say. I teach my kids, and I'm gonna get back on that. You want to show that you're very feminine. Nobody should be tougher. Y'all females shouldn't be tougher than men. That's where you get that other people at. And everything making it cool when you socializing with them people because you don't understand the difference on how you supposed to be acting. And I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of parents ain't got the memo. It ain't no manual how to raise your children. But it's right and wrong. The world is trying to make it seem like everything that's wrong is right. What's right is wrong. That's what we're losing at as a community. As a community. So women, I'm going to tell you this, and you know, I ain't bashing y'all. The girls who dress explicit, guys like that, pedophiles too. You know what I'm saying? Rapists like it. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself out there to get got. If you put yourself out there, sometimes you too cute, nobody want to marry you. Because they know the quality of individual you are. Man, fool some people sometimes. Let's get to the guys though. I heard this video one time say, well, it was an interview, and they was asking these guys, why do y'all wear that? Why do y'all dress the way y'all dress? Why y'all need jewelry to feel like y'all successful? And the guy say, well, if we go into a department store and we ain't got these chains on and all that extra necessities like you're a female, right? And then people say, man, that's our culture, man. You know, we come from wealth and all that, but your culture, since you so much on your culture show, you shouldn't be showing your drawers when you walk out there. If you just taking a little bit of your culture, how to be like a man, not talk like a man. Get your manhood up, like your daddy should have told you. I'm sorry, a lot of y'all don't have no real niggas. Real daddies in your life. They showed you wrong. If you feeling like you can walk out the door and show the world your ass, well, you think about that. Think about that. Okay. That's what y'all doing. Showing the world y'all ass. Okay. What about them tight jeans though? Okay. Appreciate you listening. And keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, that's on some grown folk stuff. But I ain't gonna get all right. But it's like, we gotta do better. How many years are we gonna talk about we gotta do better? You know, just like you seen the thumbnail. It's a beautiful sunset. You know that sunset is what I missed while I was incarcerated. Yeah. I was on vacation for a minute when I was young. One thing it taught me, nobody owes you nothing. You put yourself there. Oh, you thought you was hustling for your family? You just hurt your family. Now they stressed because a lot of people, if they got it going on, like the game is, now for real, everybody get relaxed. You remember Obama? 8 years. Black folks got relaxed, man. And we didn't get nothing. I want y'all to think about that. We didn't get nothing. And he wasn't the first brother in the White House. But that's us not knowing our history, right? Yeah. God bless Amar's heart. Without Amar, a real nigga show starve. But guess who's the nigga? The government could be the nigga. You understand? It ain't just dealing with us. Since they want to use that word universal, let's use it. Them niggas up there, I'm going to call them niggas up there. You know, when I say that, if you keep following me, the government, I'm going to say, man, them niggas over there, they don't give a damn about you, man. You thought so? They going to keep you lazy. They going to keep you lazy, give you a lot of stimulus packages, give you a lot of government assistance, instead of telling you, man, get your lazy ass up and go get that paper. Oh, you trying to catch the next, I don't even know soap operas come on no more. But there's a lot of people back in the day, damn foul. They don't want to miss the young and the restless. Shit. But when the new generation came out, we really wasn't on the young and the restless. Right? We was actually young and the restless. You see what I'm saying? But one thing they found out, They couldn't keep us occupied looking at that tube. Damn, they went into deep concentration. How can I get the attention of the world? Okay, I'm gonna come over to this internet. I told y'all the other day, do the research on the Hebrew numbering. What is www? That's the mark of the beast. I'm gonna help you out. It's crazy when they put information like that, but every time you log in the computer, you gotta push www. That's the mark of the beast. Me being not knowing, not in knowledge at that time. There's so much out there, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you this for real. A lot of people will sit at their house and read books. A lot of people tend to, yeah, it's like that. Get that Hebrew numbers, and you'll see what that 6 really represents. You know what I'm talking about? But like I was saying, study is a good thing, and I don't know a lot of stuff. That's what I'm saying, man. But I'm catching on, and it seems like this is what they should have taught us in school, other than the niggas' life. They should have taught us really how not to be slaves. Yes, sir, master. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. And now, as you get older, you think about the trades. If your school was so defunded, police wasn't the only ones defunded in our community. I got a lot up here, so I got to stay focused. But they wasn't the only ones defunded. Our community was defunded before them, and then it's such amazing, man. God is good. It seemed like when they start locking us up, getting us out of our community, they start putting bike lanes and pedestrian walkways, and come on, man, we gotta wake the heck up. A person that looked like me, just like Nipsey said. But that's an untold truth. How do you know an individual is a gangbanger? It's his swag. It's his conversation. The way he got his hat. It's his dress code, right? And then his environment. So when somebody finna go do, the unthinkable, the KKK new foundation of erasing genocide, bam, in your face, if you didn't want to hear it like that, you shouldn't do it. You're really aiming to kill somebody that look just like you. That's the craziest thing that I heard somebody actually put on YouTube, and it's not getting plays like that. But you know what? What we find valuable in our community, I could be talking all this, no theatrics. Now, I'm a kind of funny guy, for real. In real life, I have you rolling. But when I'm on the tube, I catch that to be serious, man. A lot of times, I don't have time to shoot no jive. I ain't got time to brighten up your day, but the information I'm dropping, I hope I just awaken. See, when I first got on YouTube, I was like, damn. And we're going to get back to the boys. Don't think I forgot. Almost like the Ice Cube, the boys in the hood type stuff, right? Either they don't know, it don't show, and they don't care what goes up in the ghetto. But then they do, because they give you all the tools to destroy yourself. Wow, that's deep. I think if y'all taking the Percocets, it's going to go right over your head. You understand what I'm saying? Why they trying to legalize drugs, all that, man? You got to get you another hustle, especially if it's just down in our community. I'm sorry. You ain't got no other skill sets and talent to build a nation. How can you build a nation being a weed head? You be lazy all the time. Okay? I found a weed head that really get motivated when they do it. So if they enabling you to destroy yourself, why do you want to see the government pass that? You know, if they pass it like they did in California, they already got their documents together to make it legal. Memo. But I found something else out in California. Everybody getting part of the game, though. That's what y'all don't know. And we still at the bottom. A lot of us. A brother like me, man, I ain't rich. But I ain't poor neither. I wake up every day, even when I'm tired, and go to work. Until I can do better for myself and, get my little piece of change that I feel like my company owe me. And then I can go on, venture out, and experiment. I do that regardless, though. Where's my edge? I got a couple of certifications. I just look like this. But one thing you want to do is get that certification before you get old. Bones start breaking down, and you get tired. But I tell you one thing, a lot of these old cats on the goddamn tube, they can talk to they blue in the face. They can talk and they can talk, but they still stay in a shop. They still stay carless. They still stay like somebody want to hear what they say. And y'all support that. I be seeing these channels blowing up, talking about the bull crap. And of course, they ain't gonna push us out there, them niggas. Yeah. They ain't gonna push us out there because we might wake up like the conscious rapping back in the day, how it really all started type stuff, right? Yeah. You don't even hear them people no more. You probably catch them on a reunion or something like that. But let's talk about these guys. I don't want to get deviate too far from that, but we got to do better as men. Say, I know one thing, two things for sure. When we was growing up, we had some skinny cats, but the whole hood wasn't skinny. The whole hood wasn't depending on no blinky. Because we men first. We men first. That should be your last resort when you aiming towards your own brother. Get your manhood up, man. Get your manhood up. You can take a little bit being a man. You all in your feelings being, confused, down low, or whatever the fact. It don't make no sense. I haven't, it ain't, now think about this, y'all. Y'all haven't seen, because they don't show it. They got this new thing called, what's up, right? Who's doing that, man? Who's doing that? The system, those niggas. Making y'all feeble-minded individuals feeling like that was cool. Not giving a damn about your own race, because guess what? They know who we are. Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? That's why I say a lot of people lose their lives not thinking about the future. If they allow us, and I told y'all before, man, I hate to think that I'm not a preacher, man. You feel me? But I know a lot of scripture. I'm not a basketball player, but I know how to shoot the ball. I'm not a pool shark, but I know how to play pool. I'm not really I got a couple of skills that's tuned. The reason I got my name. You know what I'm saying? A risk taker is what I used to. That's that used to life, right? But I had to learn a hard lesson, youngsters. And I'm talking about, both of y'all, let me break this down. The young women and the young men can help each other. If you see somebody who's not worth your attention, minus this, right? Minus this. The jewelry, the cars, the clothes. That's a mirage. Because inside, you take the shirt off, get in your birthday suit, that's the actual person without the extras for distraction. That's how those niggas got us looking at those niggas like They the shit. So let's get to that. How many times we gonna say this and ain't nothing happening? You would think that if they had their best interests in their community, things would start happening. Yeah, Chuck D. All the jury don't mean shit. Uh, it's an image, symbolism, but all the people who wears that jewelry, and I really don't know their life, right? But they stay on the, they make themselves, they buy themselves a plantation to live on. These big houses, that's their plantation. Mentally, still enslaved. And I hate to think that, wealth and all that, if you use it right, it could really help out our community. But it ain't about no fundraisers. It ain't about no charity. It's about showing and proving. Like, how long Michael Jordan had his money? You see a Jordan grocery store? Just his shoes. They got his name. Right? I'm going to tell you a little bit. When a brother went through something, and I'm going to mention his name afterwards, he went to UT. I met him a couple of times. He had a steakhouse. But the thing is, all that hustling and struggling, y'all probably just, shoot it out or whatever. But he had a good heart. He had a good heart. I talked to the man face to face. He had a good heart. His family, I don't know what he got going on right now, but sometimes your family can be your biggest enemy. They really don't want you to be successful. They just want you to recognize them as family. And they don't do nothing with that, people knowing that they your family. You really, when you get a celebrity in your family and you really don't have their back, it'll show. It don't take that long. It don't take that long. But getting to the story, he couldn't even concentrate on his game no more. Because before he left the field, he had obligations to give somebody in his family his hard work. So I asked, I know society will say, man, yeah, he's supposed to look out for his family. Now that they ain't trying to look out for themselves. If it ain't their mama and daddy, but then you got to think, how was he raised? Like, was his parents really there? Go to every practice and stuff like that. But us being good-hearted, we don't look at that. You just like seeing a smile on somebody's face, right? You ain't got too many people left like that. And people are showing you in real life, on the real movie that we all in, they really don't give a damn about you. Once you run out of your money, you run out of your friends. Your friends wasn't counting on one day you might do bad and need them. But if you never giving them no inspiration and hustle, how can you count on them? You're not giving them no tools. You're not telling them, hey man, you can be my security man, but I ain't gonna go nowhere this week. So go find something to do. Not hang around the house and think everybody made it. Why do the group gotta slow down because you made it? Yeah, they'll leave you. They'll leave you. When you get that down moment in your life, everybody go through it. But you know what? You allow yourself to go through it, really though. Especially now that I'm on here and I'm telling you, like, say man, pick your friends, you know what I'm saying? Wisely. Because some of them people don't even want you to grow. So why keep them around? No, for real. Are you denying yourself the blessing around the corner? If you got to go around the corner. But don't leave your blessing for some more stressing. Just because they look good, that don't mean they are good. I want people to start having more value. If you didn't have no value before this goddamn live, shame on you. Because me personally, nobody can take my word. I go, they say everybody plays a fool. You remember that song? We had songs back in the day that actually educated us. Now we got, I guess it's educating us to kill ourselves and hate each other and be jealous of each other. And that don't even make no sense. So everything else that you actually see in society, we allow that because we promote that by watching that bullshit. Excuse me. I think that's my first cuss word, probably about 2 or 3. Yeah. Told you, I ain't no robot. I'm human and been through it. Uh, but I got a story. I'm not just on here to say I'm better than y'all, right? No, man. I just feel like I got a message that I need to tell you because everybody got time. Everybody got their time. And then it's crazy because when somebody is gone, they start playing things back. Man, that boy was tight. He said some real stuff. Why you don't give him his flowers when he's here? Does it make you a hater? You knew that individual. Welcome, Scott, man. And the old boy right here, Scott. Eric Scott, buy back the houses, man. He buys back the block, man. And then to be able to support and his family by, being a backbone to a lot of other families, man. And I remember one time conversation went like he said on live, people in your family expect what? When you become successful, or you have got up out of Section 8, or you have did better, you got up off the goddamn couch and actually stopped doing all this talking on the internet and did something with your life. Pick up a trade, right? Because every 2 weeks or every other week, they're going to pay you. YouTube ain't guaranteed to pay you. So you be stressed out and stressed out and stressed out until that light bulb come on. Man, I need to go get me a job. Why would you think somebody will give a dang about you like the other niggas? And to catch y'all up, when I say niggas, I ain't gonna keep. I try not to say it. I probably just change it up a little bit. The means, I'm gonna say the ends, because that's offensive to a lot of people. But it's kind of funny because they are the real ends. The government. Government, those ends, because I ain't trying to get flagged, so that's why I say what I say. It's the algorithm. If they hear certain words, it's, oh, no, he's trying to wake them up. Tell them, we ain't getting no Malcolm X no more. Dr. Martin Luther King. Tupac was pretty close, but he was on the fence, so we got him. Old Dirty Bastard, he was pretty close, but he was on the fence, so we got him. A lot of things is, when a person in your family feel like you're obligated to assist them, okay. You got lucky is what they say. You got a blessing. Why I didn't get that blessing? Why you ain't sharing the wealth? I say, man, stop pocket watching, man. Go do something with your life. I understand the youngsters doing it, but the old people, stop pocket watching. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. I wish I had some music. Okay, my people, my people. Appreciate you holding up. Okay. So we'll talk about entitlement. How do you feel though? Like say for instance, I know how I feel. I'm just gonna get the feed of y'all. How do you feel that you work for what you work, and it didn't happen overnight though. But while everybody was stagnating, spending their time, you can't buy back time, right? We know that. Enjoying their life, they say. You know, partying, drinking, you know, overspending, you know, not paying attention to their budget in life. And as you grow with your career, it's all of a sudden, what about me? What about you? Even your classmates. Think about this. Growing up in school, did you care if your classmates was eating? You just cared when your classmates showed up and kicked it for a minute, and you know everybody went about their business. So why you think the laws of understanding change? Because you are older. Now, if I got it, then, you know, if I really F with you, you know, if I got it, you got it. But you can't be popping in here and there and be like, oh, thinking about the old times and then be like, hey, man, let me get 40. Let me get 100. That all goes back to your character. How were you reacting back then? Yeah. How were you acting back then when you said I don't like having fun? What's fun to y'all? Staying broke? Overspending? You know? I bet a lot of y'all don't even like eating Roman noodles. Y'all living that high lifestyle, you better get off your butt and go get a job. Hell no. Well, part of my struggle made me be a inquisitive, let me say it like this, inquisitive cook with them Roman noodles. Man, I make up some spread. That's what we call it. But we get out here, everybody calling it a pizza in the bag or something like that. Oh, I eat Rammy. What the heck? Is that the spam? I'm just saying. But you know what though? Ramen. Okay. You know I'm down south. We gonna be caring about leaving this out, leaving that. Man, we're gonna read that word and go on about our business. Um, but appreciate you, man, chiming in with the convo. But my thing is, you know, us being parents, it's like, why wouldn't you want to do better? Why wouldn't you want your child to have things, right? But it's a reverse game now. I see a lot of people on the internet or a lot of people on these streets. Their children ain't respecting them, knowing that they gave them a good goddamn life. Disrespectful, thinking somebody owns something. But I seen something. Versus when I first got up off vacation and how my life is now. The kids that was around, the children when that was around, when they see the struggle, you know what I'm saying? They see the struggle. Uh, they appreciate you more after you start making a little success in your life. But those who didn't know what hard times was, those kids, they are the ones that give you problems. And that's what the generation is now. And I applaud every parent out there that got on their grind, man. got on their grind, and got about that situation. Fellas, I'm gonna tell you one thing, two things for sure. I don't lose no cool points not living in the hood. I don't know why you think that's the fact. Everybody that rap is thinking about getting their mama and their granny and all their family out the hood, right? I was able to do that by hard work, dedication, and no bullshit. Yeah, I'm bullshit a little bit, but I'm just saying. Just mostly focus on the focus, right? And that's crazy because your child who never seen the struggle that everybody seen but her or him is doing this like it's easy. No, man, you got to grow into that. And then some kids thinking that your money is their money. No, man, so that's the argument, right? That's the argument. Like, I heard Shaq say one time, his kids got to earn it. He said, I'm rich. You're not rich. I'm rich. But then at the end of the day, I hate using Shaq because I feel like he do a lot of charity, but then nobody's perfect. So however he playing his game, long as he don't hinder our growth, how they respect us. But then we got enough at the bottom level trying to get these youngsters to walk them with respect, carry themselves with respect. You know what I'm saying? Because I jumped on this. A lot of y'all youngsters, and this ain't no, this is just get your health up, man. Get your health up. Because back in the day, they wouldn't even thought about trying it. Now they trying you. This generation, they trying you. They don't respect you. Matter of fact, some of them are bigger than you. So you hold no weight. You got to do that. So while y'all sit at the house, play video games, your finger strong. Internet finger strong, huh? Yeah. Somebody in your hood, somebody, get y'all some weights, get y'all some amino acid, get you some peanut butter, and put it on goddamn pastry. That's a good one right there. That's it. I'm telling you some secrets. Get a honey bun, throw that peanut butter cream on it, and eat it, and then go work out. Or you can do it after you work out. You're young. Your body can handle that, and you're going to get massive growth, right? It's a lot of things y'all need to do to get that respect. And it ain't just because you this color, right? It's about how you carry yourself. But you're going to be fighting a losing battle. Especially if you knocking off your own people. That's a mental. You already lost. If you wake up in the morning and say, man, my opposition, where does word come from? Opposition. Like, they really got y'all, man. And they let y'all make music of that. You know what I'm saying? And it comes down to it, though. I ain't going to be on too much longer. Appreciate everybody hanging in, and everybody going to slide in later. For you not to know about your future or what your goals are, right? It'll fall on me, though. I already know what I was going to try to do when I got out. I guess Yahweh had different plans for me, right? Because I was going to be a goddamn fool. And you know what's crazy? Training day wasn't even out. And you know what else is crazy? They make movies. They put these situations in our hood, and then they make a movie of it and make money off of you. So the whole world, everybody's using the weak mind. Can you be strong for a day? Can you not think about killing your own people for a day? I'm going to challenge y'all. Think about y'all future, right? For real. Because we got some things boiling. Y'all ain't paying attention because y'all trying to worry about the next change. Trying to worry about the female that's down the street that got a man and you want to take what he got. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to stop envying each other. You know? And then we had a song back in the day, ain't no future in your fronting. A lot of y'all fronting on this tube. Ain't got the pot to piss in. But who'll know that, right? You can really sell it because everything's Hollywood. Remember I told you the other day, everything's a movie? Everything is a movie. You know, I didn't see a lot of things, man. I'm like, man, once they become true to themselves, then guess what? The world will be a better place. The world will be a better place. I say so much, Scott, but I'm gonna try to catch what you said. Say it again. Yeah. A lot of people is on the tube fronting. Instead of us wasting all that time envying each other, find out how we can elevate each other. Like, we can't say iron sharpen iron and we ain't sharpen nothing. Now, for real, like, we got conversations, the gift, to gab and all that. It don't even make no goddamn sense. We need to be teaching instead of just shooting shit. We can shoot the shit when you online on real conversation. Yes, Chuck. Yes. Our biggest problem, and they ain't gonna talk about it on the news, is self-hate. They don't show all this about the other races hating on each other. They gonna keep it in the blind side. But yeah, we want the clout. We want to be the first one to see it. Your world star. Seeing your people go down like a goddamn fool shows weakness, though. It shows when y'all say about all this snitching that's going on, who's the first one with the camera showing everything in the hood? Back in the day, people didn't even like taking pictures. I did man, it's so amazing because I did this, I went to this birthday party about 2 years, no, not last year. And when you notice somebody's life, and we getting older, right? We getting older. Yeah, it's sad to see the fighting video. Frank White, appreciate you sliding through, man. Appreciate you. It's sad when you see yourself getting older and the world don't seem to get any better. It almost makes you go into the mind frame of what my parents seen when I was coming up. You know, with the banging down here in Texas, banging hit in the 80s, man, mid 80s. First generation of them bangers though. But we was we was lost. We was watching them movies though, right? That's how I know Hollywood got a lot to do with the atmosphere in our community. We allow that though. Because you remember the church used to say that one-eyed devil, you know, don't have no TV in your house. Church left all that. You know, they got a nationwide broadcast. You know what I'm saying? So are they really talking to our community? Or are they talking to their pocketbook? I'm going to say this, but I don't want to offend these people because at the end of the day, tithes is everything to these churches. No, for real though. We start calling it what it is, you know what I'm saying? And then we have those. Oh man, this ain't the show, okay? I ain't gonna do it. Direct myself somewhere else, and we got a lot to talk about. Yeah, so YouTube rappers, like Chuck say, YouTube rappers, and we know this, and we still go buy their album. You know, I seen Migo coming out with a heartfelt song, man. So I guess he ain't doing no more music. Is that what that is? He ain't gonna do no more music, huh? Because some things, and that's what, you know, it's a lot of things that gave me that idea to say, a lot of people lose their lives not thinking about their future. A lot of people clout chase not thinking about the repercussions. A lot of people is just talking. And, you know, being in a recession, yeah, we in a recession. Yeah, talking loud ain't saying nothing. And a lot of these people can't talk. Mumble rap. They just got the beat. See, one thing they got under our people that we're very spiritual and in tune. You see what I'm saying? So that's how it works. We're spiritually people and we're in tune with rhythm. So if you get a good beat, you can get the following because you already know what they say, you know. What they say was who that man was very musically inclined. So these beats that we hear is from the soul. You know what I'm saying? And it just make you, you know, you always hear that one jam make you rock back and forth. Ooh, shit. That's my shit. Right? But it's all negative. Not all of them, but a majority of them. Even nowadays, I haven't heard nobody uh, come up with, well, you know, we ain't gonna hear it, man. And those, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. There is a lot of people doing what I do, but they block them. This ain't the message. And then the craziest thing is, and the craziest thought is, the world think we all retarded. Like nobody out here is trying to reach the youth. Nobody is talking community activists. You know, being a community activist. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people is. I work every day, man. I work every day. And, you know, other than my off day, you know what I'm saying? I go to work on my off day because that OT is a mother. You know, time and a half, guys. You better get it in the bag, boy. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody going to help you. But a lot of people in society don't see how hard you work because they only see what social media is putting out there. A lot of youngsters, quote unquote, there's some wise youngsters out there, but it depending on your parents. A lot of people act smart, but they ain't smart. A lot of people can articulate some words, but they don't know what half of them words they talking about really mean, the meaning of it. A lot of these people are talking about a struggle and ain't never had a fight. I'm trying to make sense of it though. Because this is what people worry about, the glamour. Like, shit, man, I could have worn my polo wang, you know what I'm saying? Like you see me the other night with my derby, you know what I'm talking about? Or however, suit, all that. But what that mean though? They get your attention, that's the wrong attention. I don't want that attention. Man, I wonder what he got going on today. What he gonna have on it? Man, don't watch me, guys. In case you're a female, and then females, bam. I'm married. I'm here for a message. Don't get distracted by what the world tell you need to be looking at. You see them two balls up there? Yeah. My kids was active growing up. You know what I'm saying? Swimming pool up there. Y'all see it. But there ain't no here. It's not even, that's irrelevant to the fact. You know what I'm saying? It's how you live and how you living in your life. Are you consistent being positive? I hate that back and forth bull crap, right? One day you're hot, next day you're cold. I'd rather not fuck with you. For real. You feeling like, let's get back to the kids, feeling like we owe them something. We owe you knowledge. Because everything else we got to do for ourselves too. But roof over our head, transportation, that's just a gimme if you about that life. Like you really about that life, about betterment of your family. You know what I'm saying? Survival. You doing everything as a dad. You doing everything as a mom to make sure the family is straight. Your circle of family. You know what I'm saying? Your kids. Because I say the jealousy comes. Like, how many people do you think you know in this world? So if you get, let's say about 500, you know what I'm saying? That really, you might really know. Everybody else is just fans. You know what I'm saying? But some people want to be a super fan. You know how the rappers got super fans. First to critique you when you're not perfect. You're not living up to that image. So they got pressure on them. Right? Some of them rappers ain't never been in the streets. Some of them rappers ain't never did what they talking about, drill music and all that. But I wonder if they went on another path of being more positive than negative and telling people about their struggle, like Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? He had a little bit twist in it. You know what I'm saying? If they telling them stories other than glorify, I'm gonna spin it, yeah, spin it. Why you ain't spinning on nobody else block that really did you wrong? But you know, history is, if you stay in your certain situation long enough, you'll find a reason to hate you. Oh yeah, I mean the other person more than what you're doing in life, and they might be like all these guys want to rob and stuff like that. Get it for free, right? Well, you know, it's a saying. If you're robbing somebody gonna come back and take it a little bit harder, 10 times harder. You know that, right? The world is round. There ain't nothing these youngsters doing that's different than how we did it. Y'all just got the internet. Y'all really snitch on yourself. Y'all really just tell a make-believe story. Y'all really want to be that hard, though, for real. But skinny as ever. But oh, y'all got that blankie. Okay. That make you a killer. But then you'll have to get locked up, right? And you'll find out you ain't nothing but a cootie cat. You ain't nothing but a cootie cat. Because I'm going to tell you something, and it's crazy, and mark my goddamn words. Those rappers, pause. I want you to really sit there and think about it. Yeah, told bomb stories. Yeah, Slick Rick. Huh. Y'all don't get it. I think a lot of people don't get it. They don't want to get it. Yeah, it's the truth. Do you know when you go on vacation as a youngster, about 4 years in, probably quicker than that, because a lot of that, see, I'm talking about Generation X, right? I'm talking about my generation. Y'all generation going in right now, the Z's and all that, whatever, millenniums and all that, y'all gonna see a whole different concept of what's real and what's fake. You know what I'm saying? Because they made it safe for y'all to go in, but not safe to keep you away from your family, right? But you gonna find out, boy, you better get your swole on. You better get your knock out your shoulder. Boy, you better get, boy, don't go in there looking like a toothpick. Don't go in there looking like a toothpick because you ain't got no blinky. 9 times out of 10, you got a gun, you ain't got the heart to stab. Them boys be stabbing in there. Throwing youngsters off the road. Throwing old school people. I ain't gonna just talk about, man, they know. They know. And it's just one of them things I was thinking about the other day. I was watching this movie, right? I said, man, god damn, how I make it through that shit? You know what I did? And it was a trick. I couldn't think about the free world. I didn't have no kids. I was young, all that. You know, I know my brother out there, my sisters out there, and they going to make sure mama's straight, but I wasn't thinking about how I did the toll I put on her heart because I was young, dumb. You already know the rest. I say I'm a living testimony because it's for real. I seen a lot of people, a lot of things in there. And I don't see how them guys really come out and talk about that other than they had this thing back in the day, Scare Me Straight. And that was for the youth to go in there and convicts, quote unquote, tell them when they come in. Like, you know, certain people do it nowadays on YouTube, and there's not no cause for it. Because you're misdirecting the youth by the verbiage that you say and present it. You know what I'm saying? It's not jiving, it's not ranking. You twist it mentally anyway. So they had this thing in there called Scare Me Straight. And I always say, man, I need to get in front of them youngsters, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but guess what? Real talk. In that program, they never had those that were still active in the penitentiary. be in front of them youngsters because they don't know their mentality. All them that looked that was on scare. This is information. This is exclusive. They was trustees, and they was scaring them youngsters straight. They come on close custody block, but it was the trustees that walked them in there. And then the only thing we did was, you know, it was more like a wake up call for them. You get these youngsters looking about their age and stuff like that, got they swole on because it's about survival of the fittest. Boy, if we see in the free world how we looked in the free world, frail. Some might been cut up because we worked out and all that, played basketball, but we wasn't nothing like them gorillas in there. See, that didn't put no fear in my heart, because that's why I say I might be kind of special back then. Like, it is what it is. It ain't no boasting, but yeah. But I tell everybody this. I don't want to jump. But then they put the fear of them youngsters and made some of them didn't come back. But at the same time, that next day, yeah, scared straight. Won't work on these goofies. They need to spend a week in prison. But you know why they stopped that? I don't even know it still exists. But you know why they stopped that? Because it stopped a lot of people from going down that way. It was working. So Chuck D said something about they need to spend a week in prison. The environment is different. They showing videos of guys rapping in the prison, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like it. It wasn't no game. Like inside them walls is nothing. How you see them walls right now? Angola ain't the same. Ferguson ain't the same. Terror Unit ain't the same. Cokefield, Beto ain't the same. They worse out here. They worse out here. But look, I'm going to tell you this. Watch when these rappers get out of jail, how they talk. I'm saying they worse out here, but I don't know how I'm seeing the penitentiary is like a fucking hotel or something. I heard all inmates getting iPads. They really just making people feel like, hey, you can still socialize. Just keep doing the fool. How about that? But a lot of these rappers, hey, I don't know. I ain't gonna get all in the conspiracy, but it is what it is when it happened. But Gucci Man got out. He was a lot of weight Gucci Man. Nobody care about your rep out in the free world when you locked up, especially if you go in another county or something like that. You have to earn that. But I don't see him wilding, but I don't watch them Hollywood rappers no more. You know what I'm saying? Because once they didn't open up a grocery store and they ain't doing nothing with their money but buying cars, putting them other people more in power. No, man, we can't do that, man. But yeah, man. I hate to end it, but I just want to drop some gems on y'all. Y'all need to share, like, and I guess if I don't know, I gotta be me though. I'm gonna keep it real. So I think the conversation goes like, man, I hate to say that I'm not gonna cuss because it's my feelings at the time, and I gotta get this word out this way. This is not scripted. This part right here that I'm doing this new live type stuff, giving stream y'all a little break, is not scripted. It's not to be edited. It's not to be edited for the misfortunes, the bloopers that might happen. You feel me? Appreciate you, Chuck. Now, but I see a lot of theatrics. That's what older people want, right? They want to hear what this person say about. Look, man, I'm gonna talk about a situation. I can't talk about the person because I don't know their struggle. I don't know what they had to go through. I watch their character. How I meet them is how I greet them. You understand what I'm saying? All this, I'm on character on here now. I've been told I'm more lively on here because in the freeway I'm square business, man. What the heck you talking about? But I want y'all to share. I want y'all to really push the channel. Uh, and if y'all ain't getting the notifications, my bag just hit that other the alarm that brings all my personal notifications on. It probably got cut off. If you ain't been on my channel in a while, they probably unsubscribed you. They probably knocked off your notification. You gotta check that. When the message is getting out there like I want it to get out there, they gonna do everything, shadow ban everything. Just have your YouTube while you watching YouTube. The internet go down. The other day I was having a live, and on my side I seen snow. What the heck? After I said one thing, you got to go back and watch the live, and then you'll hear me talking about, oh man, see, they own me. You feel me? So that's why I gotta fix up my words and stuff like that. But I would like people to play me while they driving or around their coworkers. So yeah, I'm gonna try not to cuss as much. You know what I'm saying? And stay on subject. And this is what I say I'm gonna work on 2023. I really want to have people just listening to me like a what's that? You know, a background while they thinking and their consciousness is moving. And I done cut on a light bulb. Like, God dang, he deep. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. Just easy listening, but then knowledge uh, about life, about my book, my story. You know what I'm saying, and what I seen. That's all I'm really trying to get out this channel is just tell my side of the story for somebody to try to tell it. Because look, one thing I found out, individuals will take your story and make it their own if nobody ever know about it, right? I had that situation happen, and that's why you can catch me on Ferguson Chronicles. I had to rebuttal this dude talking about he knocked me out, like for real. And I got on the horn with him. Like, I don't like bringing it up. It's just like somebody saying, man, look, I had a fight with Tyson. You feel me? And they knocked him out. But then, Tyson passed away or something, No bad spirits on that boy. But who can rebuttal that? You know what I'm saying? So I had to, that's when I first came on YouTube. 22 years. Those that only live in Austin knew I was alive. I was getting my life together. You can't get out of a situation and jump into another situation, and then you fall back on campus. Then you fall back on a whole different character that got you that way from the get-go, right? So it took me a minute to get my life together. But I got my life, man. Look, man, one thing you don't want to do. I'm telling guys that finally watching me. Some guys say they watching me while they on lockdown and all that inside the big house. So one thing you do when you get out is this. Pause. People gonna want to throw parties for you and all that. Pause. You think about if they wrote you. You think about where the letter's at. Pause. People only kick it with you when they see you. So you gotta really analyze who was really your support team. Pause. For just a minute. Breathe. Enjoy this fresh air. Have a plan for you get out. And if don't put all your eggs in one basket. Mistake number one. You thought you was going to go do this. But always have a plan B, C, and D. Knowing that the world is against you. And you coming out with that knowledge. And you being inside the belly of the beast. People don't want to talk about that. You spend time in the belly of the beast. Because society is the beast. You follow me? When you go on vacation, that's the belly of this beast. You hear me? Man, y'all can clip that. Y'all can do whatever. And, for a minute, about a month, I'm going to let people do whatever. As long as it's respectful. Y'all can put it on your Instagram. Clip it. Put it on the Instagram. I ain't got no YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. Facebook. Put it on your, man, stop all them grown folks for dancing. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody want to dance. Like, we ain't at war. I keep saying that. Look at your community. You don't think that's war zone? Appreciate everybody coming to see me, man. Stepping into the garage. I got some other ideas that I was running it past my wife, and we trying to come up with something. It's some good ideas. But yeah, try to bring a little bit more different angle this year, but really just stay on the message. Because time is precious and very valuable. You can't get time back, and you can't. Youngsters, old fools, you already know you can't get your time back. Your clock ticking, old school. What you gonna do with your life? Keep destroying your culture, or do something better, man? It ain't never too late to change, but then you can run out of time in the middle of your change. So if you can, stop being a wankster and talk to these youngsters. Yeah. Because half of y'all didn't live that life back in the day, but y'all could talk because y'all got your little gray hair on your face and all that. Like, that means something. That ain't wisdom, nigga. You feel me? We used to say that growing up, man, all this gray, that's wisdom. That's stress. Or it's genetic. But youngsters, don't think that somebody got gray in their beard, that's wisdom. They have you fooled. You'll fall for the banana in the tailpipe too, huh? Y'all stay up. Pass this message. Clip it, like, leave a comment. You can drop comments in when the video closes. You can add a comment if you like it, something else that you want me to talk about or elaborate on that you might have heard through the live. And put it on your playlist. Just let it play. You know what I'm saying? I got some real deep conversations. And I don't think that I go back over a conversation as much as I should, right? Y'all stay heavily, man. Stay heavily. And that's the mind, man. Take that negative, that bad vibe, all that. Kick it out the door, 2023, man. It shouldn't even came with you in this year. You know what I'm saying? If somebody was so goddamn negative last year, why you I don't want to hear. I want to be more positive. Especially if you're an old fool. Nah, you probably tricked me about 7 months in the year, and then you started acting anal around holidays. Nah. How many years you allow people to misuse you, mistreat you, abuse you? Yeah, that way. Y'all stay up, man. Chime in next time. I cover you, my family. I cover y'all, man. Appreciate y'all support. Y'all don't have to slide in, man. Just pass it, man. Let's go and get this conversation really crunk. You know what I'm saying? We can bring up all kind of things. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You just got to show up to the show. Appreciate y'all sliding through the garage with your boy Slugger _IKIR. Huh. Iron sharpen iron for real. I don't just talk about it. I do it in real life. Peace.